Previously on Survivor. With the tribes officially merged and 9 people left in this game, Luca gave his idol to Colin, and Colin thought he had the numbers with Logan, Ryan, Sean, himself, and Valentina. However, Valentina was actually working with her original fans from the old Tofana tribe plus Ava. From the immunity challenge, Jake won the popular vote and gained immunity. Once tribal council came, Valentina flipped over to the other side, blindsiding Colin with the idol in his pocket. Who will be voted off next? Find out tonight on Survivor.
I know I just made 3 enemies. It's technically 4 because Colin's in jury now, but I feel fucking good. I feel good. That was a blind side, and I will see if that was the right decision, but I feel good about it. I voted with my true friends. I mean, everyone's my true friends. That's like, I can't say that, but like, I voted with the people I've been working with since day 1, and I don't regret that, ever. I was caught in the middle. I had to pick a side. I hope everyone else respects that, but maybe I shouldn't be this like obnoxious about it because I'm kind of like bitchy right now, but that was fucking fun. That was fucking fun. Okay, that's it.
Welcome to our challenge tonight. So as you guys might know, this is a memory challenge, a huge favorite of a lot of college survivors all over the world. Survivor Maryland, Survivor Ohio State, I'll do it at the final 8. Ava's not here, but final 8 technically. Ava can't win the challenge, of course. Jake, I'll take back immunity, short-lived, but you still got it?
It was nice to have.
I think we should all agree right now to maybe vote out the one person that's not here. No laughter there.
I can't trust you guys. Like, are you kidding me?
Once again,
Just kidding.
Once again, immunity is back up for grabs.
Let's do it.
So, 6 rounds. The first round will be 5 symbols. We'll have 5 sequences. I'll say them out in one, all in once. For instance, ship, sun, ship, sun, ship.
That fast?
Not that fast. And I'll be first symbol, second symbol, third symbol, fourth symbol, as follows.
Right, in a series, like
In a
you
series.
just said.
In a series. These are the names of the symbols. This is snow. Ship. Sun. Stage. Shield. Throw a wild one in there. Crab.
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. So we'll start with 5 symbols, and then we'll go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if we get there.
And in my bank account.
The last person to make it through all the rounds wins. If you get a symbol wrong, you're obviously out. Just sit down. Everyone get the challenge?
Yes.
Any questions?
Yeah, well, if everyone gets out in the same round, we keep going.
You keep going, everyone gets out in the same.
Sounds good.
Sun, ship, sun, snow, stage. Alright? First symbol, Everyone says sun. Sun is correct. Second symbol. Everyone says ship. Ship is correct. Third symbol. Everyone says sun. Sun is correct. Fourth symbol. Everyone says snow. Snow is correct. And last symbol. Everyone says stage. Stage is correct. Next sequence, 5 still. Sun. Snow. Stage. Sun. Crab. First symbol. Everyone says sun. Sun is correct. Next symbol. Everyone says snow except for Logan says ship. Ryan says stage. Ryan and Logan, you guys are out. It was snow. Thank you.
Knew I wouldn't be good at this.
All right. Third symbol. Everyone says stage except for Valentina says sun. Valentina, you're not wrong yet. I mean, do you think you're wrong?
Oh, definitely am, but.
And you are right. You are wrong. It was stage.
Okay, cool. You are right. Okay.
Fourth symbol.
Damn, rub it in, bro.
Fourth symbol is sun, correct. And last symbol was crab, correct. All right. One more until we move on to 6 symbols. Still have 5.
Whoa!
You good?
Here we go.
What? Whatever you want, Julia. Who goes there? Julia's really on edge.
Here we go. Crab. Sun. Snow. Crab. Ship. First symbol. Everyone says crab. Crab is correct. Second symbol. Everyone says sun. Sun is correct. Third symbol. Everyone says snow. Snow is correct. Fourth symbol. Everyone says crab. Crab is correct. Fifth symbol. Everyone says ship. Ship is correct. All right, moving on to 6 symbols now.
Oh boy. My hands are fucking free. It's cool.
Stage. Ship. Crab. Sun. Ship. Crab. First symbol. Everyone says stage. Stage is correct. Second symbol. Everyone says ship. Ship is correct. Third symbol. Everyone says crab except for Julia says sun. Julia, you think you're right? The correct is crab. Julia, you are out. Fourth symbol.
Oh, shit.
Everyone says sun. Sun is correct. Fifth symbol. Two people say crab. One person says ship. Jake, do you think you're correct?
No.
The correct answer was ship. Jake wins the
Oh my god! We getting drunk tonight!
2 in 1 day!
game.
Oh my gosh.
What
I was
even?
really conquering my...
Back,
Oh my god!
Energy comes back to Jake.
Thank you.
Jake will be safe at the next tribal council. Also, Jake will be getting the first clue to the immunity for last week's
Oh, will you fucking
immunity idol for last week's win, as well as this week's immunity win. So we'll be getting 2 new clues to a new immunity idol hidden. And I have them right here for you.
Oh, these physical clues now, not just a group message.
That's the second one.
I will open these.
Are there any rules against, like, mugging him?
Yes!
Good if
We're
you
gonna
want.
get you drunk tonight and seal it.
Anyone trying to beat Jake up as soon as we leave?
Alright,
He
guys,
thinks I'm joking.
so
Whatever just happened.
Jake has immunity, safe for the next tribal council. The rest of you 6 plus Ava, you guys have tribal council next week. I'll see you guys then.
Hey guys, so it's a day after the memory challenge, and perfectly honest, really not feeling good. Did not see that coming at all last night with Valentina, And I was really thinking about it a lot last night, and looking back on it, I should not have been surprised as I was. Her and Paul are very close personal friends, and you know, she has the other Theta girls also in that alliance. However, what was so shocking is that so there's a lot of people in the game that, you know, we only see during Survivor who've gotten voted out. We only hang out as a group, and that's not everyone at all, but a lot of the people, you know, we only see as a group once a week, whatever. Valentina is someone who's close personal friends with both me, Colin, and Logan, all separately out of the group. So that was what really shocked me so hard, was that she turned on all three of us. And I think we were joking and underestimating how excuse me, how much of a weak player she was, because she clearly has connections and she wants to stay in the game. I am not personally convinced that the other alliance she has is going to be as willing to bring her to the Final Four as we were. But hey, if that's what she wants to believe, I do plan to talk to her this weekend. I feel bad for Colin. He really could have played that immunity idol and would have flipped everything on Paul, because he would have received the next amount of votes. That's also going to be tough to work this week, because I lied to both Paul and Jake last week, although they lied to me too, but I don't see that looking good for me. And I talked to Valentina after the challenge, and she told me that it was between me and Colin, and they flipped last minute to decide on Colin, which makes me think when Julia said, hey guys, we're going with plan B, that was Colin, and I must have been plan A. So needless to say, I'm really freaked out for this week. I have a call with Ava later today, and that is one of our best bets right now, one of my best bets. You know, I've been with her since the very beginning. She kind of broke my trust with Carly, but I talked to her after, and we really made up, and she said, if you trust me, please reach out when the merge comes. And here it is, Ava. Here the merges came. I'm reaching out. We really need her on our side.
So this week we're fucked. Ryan, Sean, and I are definitely fucked. Ava said she would vote with us, but then I think the other side found out. So then they FaceTimed her, and I'm sure they're yelling at her or trying to convince her not to vote with us. And they might convince her, because why would she vote with us? That's like such a ballsy move. But what we're saying is that, like, it's either you vote with us and like it works out and we'll all be Final Four, me, Ava, Brian, and Sean, or you vote with them, and as soon as the three of us are out, like, she's out, hands down. So yeah, I think this week though, one of the three of us are fucked. It's just a matter of who, and then in the next couple of weeks it's just gonna be us, one right after the other, unless we get immunity. So yeah, can't wait to join the jury.
So like, I really thought we had,
Which I think we were.
Hey Connor. Hello.
Edit that out.
He's a good kid. So basically, I really
We're gonna make him audition for Survivor Season 3. Sorry.
So I thought that was something, even if, okay, you weren't loyal to Logan and Colin, I was like really hurt that you would backstab me after all that.
Yeah.
And again, I know, like, you gotta do what you gotta do, and I'm gonna be perfectly frank with you. I don't think those four have your best interest in mind either to make you to the Final Four. And I think we genuinely wanted to do that. So I don't think that was a good move on your part. I'm really hurt by it. I don't really trust you anymore.
Nor should you. Nor should you.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't
also,
trust me
like,
after that either.
I really want to win this game, and I want to make it as far as possible. And I feel like it's worth at least sitting down with you and having this conversation.
I agree.
All right, hey guys, I'm here with Lil V.
Yeah.
Little snake. She's a little.
Say what
Like,
you decide.
okay,
I don't know.
So yeah, I'll start and basically just say like. So, but what I said in my vlog earlier was, or last time whenever I did this vlog, like after the challenge, was that like a lot of people in this game, like you hang out in groups, we see them every week, right? Whatever. Like we see these people every week, but like you're never like hang out with them for, like individually.
Yeah.
So one thing I was really shocked was that like I felt like you became close personal friends with Logan, me, and Colin, all individually, like outside the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
And I don't think that's making anything up. Like,
No,
so that
you're
was
right,
why
yeah.
I think I was so shocked that, like, when we voted Catherine off, for example, like, we all love Catherine. And, like, I hope to hang out with her, but I don't think I'd ever once hung out with her individually, personally, not game related. You know what I mean?
I feel bad.
So,
I mean, I should feel bad.
So that's why, like, I was, like, really, and the fact that you reached out to me when we were, like, very beginning of the game, 2 tribes, fans versus first state.
Right.
And I thought we would be, like, I thought we were allies from that.
Hello, vlog.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? We're at Destiny. We just saw it.
Yep. Scary as hell.
It was scary.
It was scary.
Really scary. We are chilling by the carousel. It is literally 1 a.m.
Yeah, the movie was almost 3 hours long, way
Did
longer.
not realize. We went in there at like 9:50, came out. We're in another dimension. Pennywise is coming to kill us. But Luke requested a vlog from us.
Yeah. So I guess like this upcoming week. I mean, first off, we didn't have a whole lot of time to like strategize because the challenge is coming up on Monday.
Yeah.
So we've kind of
been thrown into it because obviously I don't want John to get eliminated.
And I don't want Ava to get eliminated.
So we're kind of at a crossroads because obviously I am in an alliance and it is a very clear distinction between the two. Obviously my alliance has more numbers. I'm taking Sean to semi on Thursday. I would not like him to get eliminated before then or after. So we're kind of trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Ryan has brought it to my attention that he would like me to vote with them this week, which would be 4 and 4. We figured out there are 4 girls left, 4 guys left, 4 firsts, 4 fans, and 4 Tostito, and 4 Lacoste polos. So, why are you holding it like...
I'm sorry, I was laughing.
You have to put it out so you can see the whole scenery.
I was laughing, I'm sorry.
Okay, you're good. But yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen because if I vote with them, then it's probably gonna go to Rocks. So it has come to my attention that I should try to talk to Valentina, which I will do tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't really know how much we can trust Valentina though, because she obviously snaked us a little bit.
Filming?
Yeah.
So, Clue said on the hill underneath the thing, the idol's right. I have my second idol of the game. Let's go! Holes you should definitely try. Based on this, I pretty quickly assumed it was somewhere near Krause, and also the law school. And then when I looked over there, I was reading it to my friends actually last night, and they were saying, look at the sky, that sounds like the observatory. Looking at the observatory, there was this incline with little holes in it, and it had to be there. I looked for about 3 minutes, and I found this bad boy. Idol number 2! Let's go! Let's actually go. Oh, this one's different. That is idol number 2. Yes. No, I haven't seen this kind of note yet. Congratulations, you have found a hidden immunity idol. Contact Luke, Uriardi, and vlog this experience if you haven't done so already. Must present right before the votes are read. The last time this can be played is at Final 5 Tribal. Okay, cool. And this is Fans Tribe Idol, so I guess this is the idol that never got found way back on Fans Tribe, which is good to know. I am wondering if that means that the one at the swap never got found, or maybe Catherine got voted out with it, but regardless, I have an idol, I have immunity, and things are just going really, really well for me right now. I am so pumped.
I know.
Hey, vlog.
Hi. Okay. So, what did you want to say first? Because I wanted to call and like propose something, but you can say it
I met up with Ryan because first he wanted to FaceTime, but like we were both on campus, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." Well, he was like, "Am I am I the number one target? And I was like, yeah, like you are, sorry. Like you were very close to going home last week. Like what makes you think you're safe now? You know what I mean? And he was like, well, do you think there are other people that that could get out instead of me? And I was like, yes, of course. I think all of us hate the fact that Logan and Sean like don't do shit. We also know that Julia is a major player, but we don't think it's time for that yet. So I think your best bet would be against Logan or Sean. And he was like, okay, but I still want to take a shot at Julia. And I was like, and this was the fan talking. I was like, and if you want to actually make a big move in this game, then sure. But I was like, I don't know if you're going to get the numbers though. And he was like, would you do it? And I was like, well, would you trust me to do it? Because like I kind of fucked you over last time. And he was like, yeah. And then he was like, but you'd have to prove to me where I've looked. I was like, I don't need you right now. You need me.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're so good.
But anyway, bottom line, he wants to take a shot at Julia. Okay. But to be honest, while I want to do that too, I want him out first.
I was gonna say, so the reason I texted you and asked to FaceTime just now was because I was really just thinking about it would be so easy because Ryan is clinging, and we could use that and have him bring in Logan to flip on Julia and get rid of her now.
We could if we wanted to, and I asked Jake and he was down.
But that's a valid point. Like I'm okay with him in the game because again he's like an idiot and he's not gonna be able to like pull shit together. He's really just a number.
Yeah.
He will take whatever he can get, which is like threatening in its own way, but he
and
doesn't
if
have
we
his own
tell
brain to like flip on someone.
Right, and if we spin it to Ryan as in like, cause we want to keep you, you know what I mean? I think he would be quite loyal to us at least for a second.
But you say. So I'm trying a new angle. Is what this is. So I just got off my FaceTime with Valentina, and it was a really good chat. I'm glad we had it because we have very similar minds in this game, and we're very loyal to each other in this game. As like a final two, and even within our greater alliances, like with Jake, with Julia, with Ava, we recognize that we're gonna have to turn on them at some point, and the main decision, like the basis of our decision has been like, do we want to play with people whose games we respect, or people who we could win against? And as much as I respect the fans' game so much more, and like would rather lose to a fan than a first, I don't think there are any firsts left in this game that I would lose against. Which, knock on wood, I hope that's true, but like, they haven't done anything, and like, the only votes they would get are people who are salty, and I don't think that's going to compose a majority of the jury. And the other thing is, because all of the fans respect each other's games, you know that even if you backstab them, they're still going to vote for you if you're in the end, because it's like, they're going to respect your game. So going ahead, our big choice for this week is to cut Julia or not to cut Julia, and like to just get rid of like Ryan or someone. But Valentina and I are going to keep in touch with Jake, because we really want to keep him on as a third, and we hope that he would, in the alliance of 5, he would gravitate towards us over Ava and Julia, which is hard to tell. But Julia has been playing the more overt, big, manipulating, string-pulling game, so I feel like he would recognize me and Val as like less threatening. Even though Ava is like not a threat at all, like Julia, you can't not play against that. But I think Julia's just playing the outward game that I'm playing like internally. Like Julia's game, it's her sun, and then my game is more of my moon. Like, you know, it's like I'm in it, but like y'all don't know what my intentions are. And going from that, I'm fully willing to cut anyone, and I'd rather cut Julia sooner rather than later. And then Ava, I don't know, I could like work with her.
This week is a critical week, and I think we really haven't talked to each other, and I think it'd be beneficial if we just kind of see where each other's heads are at. And so I'll be straight up, I did hear from Valentina. I am on the chopping block this week.
I heard from people that Valentina wants me out, so I don't really know what to think about Valentina.
Who told you that?
I've just heard it through the grapevine that Valentina eventually wants me out, like she's scared of me.
Oh.
I've heard a lot of people are scared of me. You're scared of me.
I am terrified of you, Julia. I know you are the ringleader every week.
I am not the
Your group is
ringleader.
lost without you. Like, when you were in here this weekend,
true.
I bet they were all panicking. Your alliance was like running in circles. They didn't know what to do. Julia Kelly wasn't here to make the decision of who was getting out, and they didn't know what to do.
That's not true. That's not true. I don't know. I honestly haven't really discussed it. My phone has also been like on commish. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, it's just been I genuinely don't know. I got home today and no one in my, like, Ava wasn't even home. I had to go to work, and then I came back and like no one was there when I came to this. So I honestly haven't talked to anyone. So if you pitch me a reason why I should vote someone else out, if you think that they're voting you out, then that's probably what they're doing. But if you pitch me a good enough reason to get someone else
She told
out,
me this a while ago, so I don't know what. I think this was like, she was just telling me, yeah, it was between your and Colin's name last week, so you're most likely this week. That's what she told me. Okay, well, all right. If I like hear anything before tribal, I will.
let me know what you
reach
guys
out
are
to you.
doing and tell
I'll
me.
reach out to
I
you.
mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because even if we tell you, like, nothing you can do about stopping.
I can't do what they're like. If
the
they're
votes,
doing like,
yeah.
I'm sure they've talked, and I'm sure they'll let me know what's up. But also, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just vote me out. You know. But I mean, I'm playing the game. So.
Okay. We'll talk.
My ideal end game would be to like slowly peel my layers of my onion a little bit, to get rid of Julia soon, and I want to get rid of Ryan too, and Sean, I don't know what his deal is with Idol, but I'm really not worried about him. Get rid of Julia and get rid of Jake, because I think at this point in the game they're the only two people I know for certain would beat me. And the thing is, Valentina I'm iffy on, but I'm really selling her on this final two, and I'm like into it for now because it's what's working for me. But like, if it gets down to it and I have the ability to make the choice between her and someone I could easily beat, as much as I've told her like I want to be next to you in the final two, I respect your game so much, that's not my game, sis. I came here to win. I didn't come here for a final two. I'm not gonna risk even the slight chance of losing to you. I'm taking someone shitty to the finals with me, and I'm winning. I can't win a lot, but like that's my ideal case scenario. But I also don't want to give a fan the platform to be in the final two, but like I might have to. But again, I came here to win, and I'm gonna be as dirty about it as possible. And I gotta work on if I make it to the final two, I make a speech where I clarify I didn't come here intending to keep ties with anyone. I came here for my game and my game only. Which we all should. And if they're not doing that, y'all stupid. Alright, that's me.
So I had a long FaceTime today with Ava on the phone. She just got back to campus and wasn't able to meet up, but we talked on the phone for quite a while. And we were trying to brainstorm things that could go right this week because she does not want to vote for me or Sean. Everyone thinks that there's bad blood between us, which is not true. I acted immaturely when Carly got voted out, and I said some things that I really regret saying about Ava, but we talked about it in person, and she is not mad at me, and she understands. She said she would have reacted similarly, and she's on my side, and she wants to vote with us. She is just scared that if we split the vote, which would effectively happen if Ava votes with us, then we'll go to a revote and then go to Rocks, and that's what she doesn't want. That's her one drawback, is not going to Rocks. So after brainstorming a little bit, we came up with the idea that we're going to try to get Valentina to vote for Julia by telling her Ava is voting with us, which is partially true because Ava does want to vote to us, and we think that Valentina, she likes to start drama, and while no one trusts her at this point, and it's going to be impossible to ever trust her again, it's really the only shot I have this week is to try to convince her to do this because I really want to stay in this game. And our shot is basically to convince Valentina to vote for Julia and tell her all of us, the four of us, me, Ava, Logan, and Sean, are all voting for Julia. And then, last minute, vote for Valentina, therefore making it so Julia, Jake, and Paul vote for most likely me, or Sean, or Logan, but probably me. And then Valentina votes for Julia, thinking we're going to do that with her. And then we vote for Valentina, causing it to be majority vote, and the 4 of us having successfully voting her out. It's a long shot, but that's what we came up with. Ava is actually meeting up with Sean today. They are going to talk game. We're going to reconvene, probably talk later tonight or tomorrow, the 4 of us, and kind of make a final decision. But that's where we are right now. And I'm nervous, but I do know that Ava has my back. And even if she's not going to vote with us, she's told me she's not voting for me. So, and I do appreciate that. So, you know, I don't know where this is going to go this week. It's going, you know, there's always twists being thrown at us too. That's something to consider, but we're going to do our best. We're trying. I also talked to Sean. He is kind of on the same page with us, and I know Logan wants to vote with us as well. So that's where we're at.
Hello, vlog.
What's up, world?
Okay, so I just filled in Sean about our plan, which is we are getting out Ryan today, and that is because it is too big of a risk to get out Valentina today because of Paul. But basically, we are going to vote out Ryan, we being me, well, Toxic by Little V, that group. Sean is going to vote with the other firsts, but he knows that I'm voting out Ryan because next week we are voting out Valentina because she has been snaky girl.
Big snake, big snake.
Telling both sides different things, telling both me and Jake that she wants Julia out, telling Sean stuff that's different than what she told me. Just we want her out.
Yeah.
But it is too risky to get her out now because Paul probably has an idol and may play it for her. And it's better to get out Ryan now, who I know is also selfishly out for me, kind of, even though he's saying that he isn't. I think that he is because I've heard him talking, like people have said that recently they've heard him talking about me, which I don't know if that's true, but
I haven't heard it, but
anyways, I'm voting out Ryan, and Sean is gonna stay with the first to gain Logan's trust, so that when we transition into next week and we vote out Valentina, we being definitely me, Jake, Julia, Sean, potentially Logan, it'll flush the idol if, well, no, flush the idol, but we'll get Valentina out.
Yeah, I think right now it's best that I keep Logan thinking that I'm on her side because if not, then she's just like a loose cannon that we can't really trust.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of play it, not let Ryan or Logan know that I voted with them, even though the other side will know that I was in on it, so that way they'll still be able to trust me.
They told me not to tell you that much detail.
Oh, interesting.
They think that I'm just telling you that I'm voting for Ryan because I don't want to go to Rocks. They don't think that I'm telling you
on future plans?
Yeah,
okay.
They don't think that I'm telling you that we're voting out Valentina because they're scared that you're going to tell Ryan.
Okay.
But I don't think you're going to tell Ryan, so that's
I'm not going to tell Ryan. I think, as much as I like Ryan, I think at this point...
It's like nothing, it's nothing
personal, yeah.
I just think that this is a better plan than me voting with you guys,
and
going
then
to
risking
Rocks. Like, my alliance has already pissed at me that I considered voting with you guys.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to work.
Yeah, I think it's going to work too. I think, at the very least, it keeps the two of us safe for the long run. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But that idol that's out there is definitely complicating things because we don't know.
Because you don't have one.
I don't
have one. Everyone thinks you have one. I'm like,
you
don't have one. Ryan doesn't have one. Or else if he had one, he would be panicking less.
Yeah.
I believe Logan doesn't have one.
Yeah, me too. I think it's either Jake or Paul.
Yeah. So it's 40 minutes before tribal. We're still no more or less fucked than we were yesterday. Our best case scenario right now is that we go to Rocks, which is pretty sad. So hopefully, honestly, that happens to us, but I have a feeling that one of us could get out, especially me. And if so, like, hopefully then Ryan or Sean win, or that, like, I get to vote for them in the jury, or that today something, like, crazy happens and we all get to stay in another week, and that would be the most ideal. And hopefully Ava does decide to vote with us, because even though that's, like, such a ballsy move for her, it would be really great for us, so we'll see what happens.
Alright, so this weekend has been very weird in terms of talking strategy. Obviously, we have a very shortened period in which we can talk strategy. I'm kind of used to not really talking much strategy during the weekend, and then the week comes around and I'm like, alright, time to focus. And it's especially nerve-wracking because midterms are this week, so like we have a shortened voting period and we have midterms, so it's just a lot to worry about. Obviously, I have immunity this week, which is awesome. I don't really have to worry about me getting voted out, but I do still want to make sure my plan goes according to plan, because it's pretty imperative for me winning the game for everything to fall as I want it to. I think the dominoes are clearly set up for me, and I just need them to fall in just the right way. So my plan. Definitely have kind of started to solidify what is going to happen moving forward, at least what I would like to happen moving forward. First and foremost, this week I think Ryan Baker should go home. He's someone who's clearly shown he's not willing to work with me, and I think that Sean and Logan have done that less so, but still a little bit. And he's just someone I don't really have a connection with, and someone I'd be more than happy to see go. And all 5 of us seem to be on the same page in terms of that, the 5 being the same 5 people who voted for Colin last week. Easy vote, as one can be. However, Valentina went and told Logan, so they know the plan. So if Sean does actually have an idol, he can stand up and idol someone out. I have an idol, I can counter that, and I'm not going to do that. If Paul or Ava or if Paul or Valentina or one of them goes home, Paul, Valentina, or Julia, that's fine by me, and that's completely okay. I also had a long talk with Valentina, and my takeaway from that is that Valentina is so cocky and really doesn't have a great read on what's going on right now. She thinks that she's kind of the queen bee, and that she can run around, say whatever she wants, and I'm going to follow her like a puppy dog. Unfortunately for her, I've been plotting to get rid of her since the moment she wronged me. I see Valentina as an extremely sharp player, and a player I don't want to be in the end with. Who doesn't love Valentina? She's got this little V personality. She's, she can appear ditzy, but she's very smart and a very, very good liar. I'd wager to say the best liar in the game, myself included. I do think Valentina is a better liar than me, and I think I'm a pretty darn good liar. So yeah, I think Valentina is going to be a problem for me. But in our conversation, she just gave me all her cards and just said, here's the deck. This is what I'm thinking. Told me that she thought I didn't do enough to win the game. That's what she said. She said, you need to make a big move, and your big move should be getting rid of Julia. And when she told me that, I was like, you're right. She's like, if you're in the end, you didn't make enough big moves to win. And I was like, you know what, Valentina? You're right. And in my head, I'm thinking, you know what, Valentina? You're right. And my big move is to take your ass out of this game.
Welcome, Toxic by Toxic. Welcome to your second merged tribal council. We'll now welcome in our member of our jury, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
They're here in spirit.
They are.
All right. So first let's talk about what happened last tribal council. Let's just jump straight into it. Valentina, what was your view on last tribal council?
What do you mean? You gotta be more specific.
What do you mean?
Obviously, the old La Costa had the numbers 5-4.
Yeah.
It seemed like Sean, Ryan, Logan were kind of shocked with the vote. You seemed pretty confident. What happened in your mind?
I think when you look to touch on your first point with La Costa and whatever the other one is called.
Tofana. Some respect.
Sorry. I think that happened the same thing with first versus fans, where that doesn't really matter anymore. We all know each other. We kind of know who we're with. And that's a team.
Fair enough. Sean, being on the opposite side of that, being blindsided probably for the third time in a row. What was your view?
Obviously that's a surprise, but like, I don't know, it's the name of the game, you know, it's how it happened, so kind of just had to move on from it. I'm still in it, and that's what at the end of the day really matters, so.
That's fair, that's fair. Ryan, do you think a similar pattern could happen here? I mean, there's 5 that voted together last week, and now there's 3 of you. Are you guys still on the outs, or is there some wiggle room?
Yeah, no, I know multiple people from that team have told me I am the target this week. I absolutely know that they are gunning for us, and they're going to pick us off one by one each week. Valentina's just not pretty obvious. Valentina literally just nodded. Yeah, not feeling great.
Julia, do you think Ryan has truth in what he's saying, or he's just saying that just to cover some smoke?
This is Survivor. Everybody's trying to cover their own smoke. But yeah, there's for sure truth to that. Are you kidding? I mean, you see a solid alliance and then you're on the bottom of an alliance that doesn't have numbers. Might be solid, might not. They're trying to find cracks.
Fair enough, fair enough. Ava, the way I see it, the way I see it, there's 5 of you, 3 of them. Obviously, an argument they could have is one of you guys are the 5th to go, join our side. What is something that you're thinking with that argument?
I'd rather be the 5th to go.
I think that this is definitely tricky because this tribal in particular was 3 days after the last challenge, which I also was not present at. And a lot of decisions have been thrown at me really, really fast. And I care about everyone here, and I don't want people to go home. And I'm literally walking into this tribal very overwhelmed, not really knowing what's going to be thrown at me. But I just have to start thinking about what is going to be best moving forward. And I genuinely don't know.
Fair enough, fair enough. Paul, you also have the numbers with the 5. Does Ava have some right saying that even if you do have the numbers, it's still an overwhelming feeling because you never know what could happen?
Yeah, no, totally. If you ever come to a tribal and you feel like you're safe, I don't think you're playing right. And even going into this, like thinking I have the numbers, like it's great and all, but that doesn't change my insecurities and just paranoia. Like, can I trust these people, or are they? What's the term that everyone's been using this season? Snakes? I don't know. But I don't know. I hope.
Fair enough. One person that can call himself safe is Jake, once again winning immunity for 2 times in a row. How are you feeling today?
I feel good. I was really busy this weekend, so I didn't have time to talk to a lot of people, so having immunity was really helpful. Yeah, I just hope things go my way tonight, but I would be surprised if they don't, because I've been there before.
Fair enough. Logan, being that you actually were there last week, do you find that this 5 is a tight 5, or is there some cracks to be exposed?
I feel like right now they're tight, but obviously as it goes on, once, say they are the final 5, they're going to have to turn on each other eventually, and it's a matter of if they want to do it now or later.
Ryan, you obviously feel in danger tonight. What is the power of an idol that can totally switch up the game? Could possibly flip the tide? Could that possibly be something that is played tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's always a possibility. I think everyone is pretty at a loss for ideas of who may have the idol, and I think Jake whipping it out the other week was kind of a really good indication of that whoever has an idol is going to blindside everyone possible, because I'm pretty confident, I have a tough time believing anyone, but I'm pretty confident that their alliance truly did not know that Jake had that idol. And I think that's a good indication that, even if the people you're closest to don't know, no one else knows. So.
Valentina, you're one to betray your alliance per se. Would that possibly bring up some red flags with your now new alliance of 5?
That's a question for them. But for me, I am hardcore loyal to them. I love them all very dearly. They're some of my closest friends in and out of this game. So I'll leave that to
Julia. So as we see it, there's been many people who've made some big moves. When is it time to get out those people, or would you want to play with those people, being that you respect their moves?
the way I see it, I want the end to be like with people who played the game. That's how I want it. But obviously everyone else is playing their own game, so I don't know. I would rather lose to someone who played an incredibly strong game, even if they didn't know what they were doing half the time, they just did really great Survivor moves. I'd rather stand against someone like that and lose to them than I would lose to someone who didn't really do anything.
Going on to Sean, Logan, and Ryan, since the way I'm seeing this tribal coming out is 5 versus 3, what is something that you guys have to say to try to pull over 1, maybe 2 of this core alliance?
I think that it's important to consider right now who's going to have your back in the coming weeks, and I think you should look at the actions of the way that people have played the entire game to kind of predict how they're going to be playing for the rest of the game, and it's only going to be exaggerated as the numbers shrink. And so who you trust right now, I hope you trust them in the long run, and that you think that they're actually going to, like, if they're threatening you right now to vote for them, I think that's really saying of their character and what they're going to be doing in the long run.
Julie, you have something to say?
I just wanted to say, I think the people I've played with have stuck with me, and I've stuck with them throughout the entire thing. If you look at the people who I'm aligned with right now, for the most part, I've stayed with them, and they've stayed with me.
Sean, do you have something to say back? Smirking.
I'm always smirking.
Logan, anything to say from that?
Well, I think it's subjective about like who sticks with who. Like it kind of depends on which side you're on, and that can change very easily.
Alright. On that note, it's time to vote.
I hope this goes my way. And I'm sorry, I can't trust you at all.
So yeah, that wasn't a surprise because Valentina snaked us all. I've kind of had a day to mentally prepare, like, unless Ava really decides, like, even if she votes once, she'll have to vote twice to get to Rocks, and that's a big ask of her, and I don't see her doing that. And so I've kind of had the past couple of days expecting to go home today, especially because I just talked to her. She said they're voting by Rocks. It is how it is, but I'm hoping she decides to swing and just kind of see what will happen, because you never know what's going to happen during a revote. But
Anybody has a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now will be the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Ryan. 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 That's 3 votes, Ryan. 0 votes, everyone else. 4 votes left. 5 votes left. Fourth vote, Valentina.
Jaw is on the floor, guys.
Valentina. Six vote. Valentina. That's 3 votes, Ryan. 3 votes, Valentina.
Wait, does little V like not
2
exist?
votes left.
Oh, I saw LIV. I thought was there not a second out? Is anyone else like
7th vote. Ryan. That's 4 votes, Ryan. 3 votes, Valentina. 1 vote left. The 10th person voted out of Survivor fans versus first, and the 4th member of our jury, Ryan. Ryan, grab your torch.
Game.
Ryan, try and pass vote. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Next time on Survivor. Everyone's favorite Survivor challenge is coming back to Syrvivor Syracuse, the Syrvivor Syracuse auction. In addition, each competitor will be competing in a Survivor Superlatives challenge, as some feelings may get hurt. How will Logan and Sean survive on their own, or will they have Ava with them? And will the alliance of the fans quickly fall? Find out next time on Survivor.
Yeah, I had a lot of time to prepare for this, so this was not blindsided. Like, past couple weeks, Luca and Colin, they went into Tribal thinking that they were completely safe, and that must have really sucked to go home that way. At least this, I kind of was mentally prepared. I'm really hurt that Ava really, after all that, decided to not go with us. And I don't think that alliance is going to protect her in the long run. And yeah, she said she was going to vote with us, and I knew she's very emotional and was most likely lying, but nonetheless, it hurts, you know? It sucks. I was really hoping to be in it for the long run, but on the jury now, so that definitely will also play a part in who I'm going to be voting for going forward, because my alliances have stayed mostly true to give or take a couple people. So that will definitely affect my jury vote. And there are some people that I will never vote for as a jury member. And I think that holds some weight going forward. So I'm happy to still be a part of it, but it sucks nonetheless.